Were there a lot of major differences when you switched from driving a regular car?
Yeah, like it feels different. You know, you have to get used to the regenerative braking. So when you lay off the acceleration, it slows. There's resistance to the motor, so you're not using your brakes. So that was a little thing that I was getting used to. Some people have a really hard time with that or don't like it. At first, I didn't, but once I got used to it, it was cool. Um, Obviously, like you have to think a little bit more about your time. Like it's not as scary as some people make it. Like there's this whole like myth of like everybody freaking out like as if their car is just randomly gonna die. Like it's still a regular car. You're just replacing one resource of how it's being like powered. Because like some people are like, well, aren't you scared that your car's gonna die? I'm like, dude, I've never ran out of gas, so like, why am I gonna, run out of battery? Right? It's like
Yeah.
the car lets you know that it's time to charge or how low you're getting. The same way that your engine or your engine light, your gas tank light comes on. The same thing. The battery's like, oh, time to charge. You're getting low. It's like the same
Yeah.
exact thing. So I've never had that as a worry of mine. Um, but again, you do have to think about things a little bit more. So what I do is like if I know, and I've definitely got now that I've had the Tesla for about 4 years, I've gotten used to knowing where the charging stations are. So a lot of the times, what I try to do is either I'll use the feature in the app to have a destination filter. I'll use a destination to get to or around the area of where a charge station is. Or if I know that I'm taking someone the ride that I'm either doing next, that pops up, if it's nearby or whatever, a charge station, then I know after I'm done with that, I'll just jump offline, go and charge. There's like a lot of things that like I kind of like strategize, but it's also on luck as well. For instance, like another easy one for me is I'll be looking for an airport ride. If I get one, cool. If I don't, fine. But over by the airport, there's two different charge stations like along the way. So typically I'm like, oh, if my battery's getting low and I hit an airport run, I'm like, cool. After I'm done with this ride, I'll just shoot over to the charge station after I'm done. But that was pretty much the only thing that's like really different. Oh, I mean, it's kind of frustrating because a lot of people don't know how to open the door.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
and like I get it at first, but the part that makes it frustrating is when you actually give pretty simple instruction on like how to do it, and they still like don't do anything that you say. I give a pretty simple way of saying, I say push and hold your thumb inside the back of the handle, and you're gonna grab the handle as it comes out. I've like tried to sit there the many hours that I drive. I've tried to sit there in my head multiple days, multiple hours, thinking what is the easiest way I could give this instruction to somebody. Because some people still like they just don't listen. They have selective hearing or they just do whatever they want because like I say thumb for a reason because then you have your other fingers available to grab the handle. It's still like you still grab it the same way you would with the regular door handle. But then people do this like backward stuff and like under or they use their pinky. I'm like, all right, man, like I can only, I can only help you so much. It's like you can only
Yeah.
lead a horse to water, but you can't get him to drink it. But it was pretty cool because Uber had actually they gave like like if it like it notifies the passenger. It's like, oh yeah, but your driver is driving a Tesla. Here's instructions on how to open the door.
Oh,
I don't know how often that happens. Someone showed me that, but also you got to understand, man. People don't look at their phone. They don't look at their phone at all when they're getting an Uber until like maybe last minute when they come outside. Because like I still have people who get in the wrong car.
yeah.
Have it's I'm like, look, you got license plates, you got the color of the car, the name of the car, the name of the driver.
Yeah.
They still don't pay attention, but